Am I audible? Hello? Am I audible? Hello? Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today we are going to start with the revision of unit number 2. It is a representation of expressions. In that we have seen CNF, DNF, TCNF and PDNF. So now we will see all those forms, and these are called as normal forms. So before that, we have to see some terminologies. Already we have seen this in unit number 1, that is what is meaning of tautology, what is contradiction, what is satisfiable. So what is meaning of tautology? If your last column is containing all the values true, then that is called as tautology. Then next term is contradiction. If your last column is containing all the values false, then that is called as contradiction. And what is meaning of satisfiable? Satisfiable means what? You should get at least one value true, then that is called as satisfiable. So these are the some terminologies. Now, next, these are the some normal forms. First normal form is disjunctive normal form. Okay. So what is this disjunctive normal form? A product of variable and their negations in a formula is called as elementary product, or this is called as sum of variables and their negations is called as elementary sum. So means what? Before this DNF definition, we have to see two terminologies, elementary product and elementary sum. What is meaning of product? That is conjunction operation. So if you take conjunction between variable and their negation, that is called as elementary product. And if you take disjunction between element and their variables, then that is called as elementary sum. So if there are two different variables P and Q, then we can define elementary products as P negation P and Q, negation Q and P and negation P. Next one is P and negation P, Q and negation P, likewise. This one, why this one is called as elementary product? Because we have taken conjunction operation between variable and their negations. Likewise, we can define elementary sum. So, what is meaning of this elementary sum? We have to take disjunction between them. So, again, just if you replace this, this is our formula, that is negation Q and P and negation P. So here we can say that negation Q and P, this is one factor, negation Q, this is one factor, P and negation P, this is one factor. So for this whole formula, we can divide it into different factors. So that is given here. Now they have given necessary and sufficient condition for elementary product. So when that elementary product comes false, a necessary and sufficient condition for elementary product to be identically false is that it contains at least one pair of factors in which one is negation of other. So if you take P and negation P, it will give always value as false. That's why they have given here necessary and sufficient condition for elementary product to be false is one should be negation of another. So if there is any variable p, then if we take p and negation p, means what? We have taken here product between variable p and its negation. So you will get value false. So likewise, if you consider elementary sum, so a necessary and sufficient condition for an elementary sum to be identically true is that it contains at least one pair of factors in which one is negation of another. So if you consider again variable p as p or negation p, so for this one you will get its value as always true. So these are the two conditions for elementary product and elementary sum. Now the next main point is disjunctive normal form, that is DNF. Out of four forms, this is the first normal form, that is disjunctive normal form. A formula which is equivalent to given formula and which consists of sum of elementary products. So this term is very important. Sum of elementary products is called as disjunctive normal form. Sum of product means what? Sum should be outside the bracket and ask this kind of definition for MCQ also. So definition for DNA, that is sum of product. You have to remember it. So here one question is given. Obtain the disjunctive normal forms of formula A and B. So A is given as P and P conditional Q. So we have to convert this formula into a disjunctive normal form. So just remember, in the final step you should get and inside the bracket and or outside the bracket. Okay. So look at this formula P and P conditional Q. So first of all, we have to remove this conditional. So we can replace this conditional by its equivalent form as negation P or Q. So that form is written here P and. So now we can apply here distributive law. How? P and negation P. This is our one bracket or operation and then P and Q. Okay. So now check whether this is a disjunctive normal form. So what is meaning of this disjunctive normal form? Sum of elementary product. Now check here. Sum is there outside the bracket and product is there inside the bracket. Yes. So this is the correct form. So we can say that this is whatever form we got, that is correct DNF form. So have you understood what is meaning of DNF? Hello. DNF समजले का? Yes, do you have any doubt regarding DNF? You have to give a response. Yes, what happened? What should I understood? Whether you have got it or not? Okay. Okay. So again here, second example is given, that is negation of P or Q by conditional P and Q. So again, how we can solve this example? So first of all, we have to remove this by conditional. So how we can remove this biconditional? What is the formula for a biconditional? So here they have given which formula we have to use here. That is R biconditional S, and this formula is equivalent to R and S or negation R and negation S. So just we have to put here values of R and S. So in this formula, value of R is negation of P or Q, value of S is P and Q. So just replace this formula by using the respective terms like negation of P or Q, this is value for R, then and value of S is P and Q, or the negation of R, that is negation of negation P or Q. So here negation will get cancelled. So our final term is P or Q and negation of S. So here value of S is P and Q. So we have to take negation of P and Q. Now we can apply this negation inside the bracket as negation P and negation Q, and next terms are as it is and P and Q, or P or Q, and again we have to apply this negation inside the bracket as negation P or negation Q. So that is written here. Now in the next step we have taken this negation P, that is we have applied here distributive law as P or Q and negation P, this is our one term, or P or Q and negation Q, this is another term, and first term we kept as it is. So again here first term is kept as it is, or P and negation P, again we have applied here distributive law, or Q and negation P. Next one, P and negation Q or Q and negation Q. Now check here. In each and every bracket, product should be there inside the bracket and sum should be there outside the bracket. Yes. So here OR operation is outside the bracket, product is inside the bracket. So we can say that this is correct form of DNF. So likewise, we have to see what is CNF. So CNF means what? Product of sum. DNF is sum of product. CNF is product of sum. A formula which is equivalent to given formula and which consists of product of elementary sums is called as conjunctive normal form of given formula. So here again they have given some examples. So conjunctive normal form means what? Product of sum. So again product of sum means what? Sum should be there inside the bracket, product should be outside the bracket. If we got that form, then only we can say that whatever last answer we got, that is correct. Question is given as obtain a conjunctive normal form of each of the formulas given in following example. So again, same example is given P and P conditional Q. So again, we have to convert this conditional into an equivalent form as negation P or Q. So this answer will be P and negation P or Q. Now check here. This is now in CNF form because what is our condition for CNF? Sum should be there inside the bracket and product should be outside the bracket. So this is the product and this is the sum. So we got here product of sum formula. That's why this is a correct answer for CNF. So again same example is given, formula is given, just we have to replace this R and S by respective terms and then you will get correct form. So these are the two forms out of 4. So 4 forms, that is CNF, DNF, PCNF and PDNF. So out of these 4 we saw 2, that is CNF and DNF. So first of all, we will solve some examples. We will we will miss. We have to solve some examples based on it, and then we will see remaining two forms. Okay. So here is disjunctive normal form, and question is given as obtain the DNF of P and negation of Q or P and Q or negation R and P. So this is the question, and you have to obtain here DNF. Take time of 5 minutes and solve this. After 5 minutes, I will ask you for answer, and you have to post your answer on group. You have to obtain DNF. That is, sum of elementary product form should be there. Hello. Have you solved that question? Okay. So see here, what is given here? P and negation of Q or R, or P and Q or negation R and P. So here we have to convert this one into DNF form. So how we can solve it? First of all, we have to apply this negation over this bracket as P and negation Q and negation R, or P and Q we have kept as it is, or negation R and P. So just we have applied here that negation over this bracket. Now in the next step, what we did, we have applied distributive law. So check here, this is product, so we can combine these two terms as P and negation Q and negation R. This is one bracket, or so here we can apply now distributive law as P and Q and P. This is one bracket, or negation R and P. This is another bracket. Now check here whether there any repetition of term. No, just P is repeated here. P and Q and P. So this is similar to P and Q. That's why our final answer is this one. Now check here, outside the bracket or is the there, and inside the bracket and is there. So this is correct sum of product form. This is our required DNA. So again, second example is given, and that is based on CNF. That is P conditional Q and negation of negation Q or negation P. So how we can solve this? What we have to do first? So again, in this example, we can remove this conditional. So first this conditional is removed as negation of P or this second term as it is. Then again we have to remove this conditional, that is which is inside the bracket, negation P or negation P or Q. And now if you apply this negation over this bracket, negation will get cancelled. You will get Q and P. This is one term. So again we have to apply here. Check. Or operation is there, so we can combine this one. Negation P or Q. This is one bracket. And again negation P or Q and P. So here negation P, this term is repeated, so we can consider this one once, negation P or Q. This is our first term. And now we can apply here distributive law, that is negation P or Q and negation P or P. So check here, what is the value for P or negation P? It is true only. So that is written here. So what we got? Negation P or Q and negation P or Q. So again this term is repeated. This is similar as P and P, that is equals to P. So likewise negation P or Q and negation P or Q. So again this term is repeated, so we can consider once negation P or Q and P. So again value of this one is negation P or Q only. So this is required CNF. So likewise, we can solve examples based on CNF and DNF. Now we will see the remaining two forms, that is principal disjunctive normal form PDNF and principal conjunctive normal form, that is PCNF. So here, first of all, they have given example for min-term. So what is the min-term? That is given here. If P and Q, these are the two variables, then we can obtain 2 raised to 2, that is 4 possible values. So what are those? That is P and Q, P and negation Q, negation P and Q, negation P and negation Q. So all these formulas are called as minterms. Okay. So again, we can form a truth table for all these minterms, and from that we what we define, then we can obtain 2 raised to 2, that is equals to 4 maximum minterms, and those minterms are P and Q. So you have to remember the difference between minterm and maxterm. Many times they have asked MCQs based on this. So for minterm, you have to take conjunction between variable and their negation, and for maxterm, you have to take disjunction. So that's why we have defined minterms for P and Q as P and Q, P and negation Q, negation P and Q, and last one negation P and negation Q. Now check here, we can form a truth table for all these minterms. So variables are P and Q. Second, then minterm is P and Q, P and negation Q, negation P and Q, negation P and negation Q. Then if you form a truth table, then you can get that each and every minterm has its own value, that is own sequence of truth values. For P and Q, truth values are T, F, F, F. For P and negation Q, it is F, T, F, F. Then for negation P and Q, F, F, T, F. And for last one, negation P and negation Q, F, 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 T. So from this, we can draw one conclusion that each and every minterm has its own values of truth. you will never get same sequence of values for another minterm. Each and every minterm has its own sequence of truth values. So this is the conclusion from this minterms. No two columns will have same truth values. Okay. Then what is this PDNF? For a given formula, an equivalent formula which is consist of disjunction of minterms only is known as its principal disjunctive normal form. Such a normal form is also called as sum of product canonical form. So this normal form is called as PDNF or sum of product. So how we can define it? This is disjunction of minterms. The formula which is consist of disjunction of minterms only, that is called as PDNF. So here one example is given. The truth table for P conditional Q, P or Q and negation of P and Q are given in table. Obtain the principal disjunctive normal forms from these formulas. So here for obtaining PDNF and PCNF, there are two different methods. First one is truth table by using truth table and second by using algebraic method or by solving that problem. So from this here truth table is given and from this truth table we have to define respective PDNF. So if you observe this P conditional Q, here we have to check where we have written P here in this column. And for that respective P, what are the values of P and Q? Then from that we can define PDNF for that formula. Check here for this P conditional Q, first value is T and for that T, values of P and Q are T and T. In short, both the values are their original form. So for this first T, we can write minterm as P and Q. Or now check again, second T is written here. And for this T, values of P and Q are F and T. So F means what? It is negation of P. And T means what? That is in original form. That is original variable Q. So second minterm is negation P and Q. Or again we have written here third T. And for this T, values of P and Q are F, F. In short, we have to take negation of both the variables as or negation P and negation Q. Now check here, whatever we got, that is in form of sum of product, or we can say that it is sum of minterms only. That's why this is called as PDNF. So again, we can form the PDNF for remaining two formulas, P or Q, and next one is negation of P and Q. So what is the procedure? Just we have to observe where we have written P in that column, and for that particular T, we have to observe what are the values of P and Q. If value of P is P, then we have to take it in original form. If it is F, then we have to take negation of that variable. Have you understood this procedure? How to obtain PDNF from truth table? Yes. Have you understood? Okay. So now you have to explain me how to obtain PDNF for remaining two formulas for P or Q and next one negation of P and Q. Who will explain? Otherwise, I will select roll number and that roll number has to explain. Yes. Who will explain this? And don't left meeting. Just you have to tell me how we can obtain PDNF for these remaining two formulas. Truth table is there before you. Just you have to consider where we have written T and for that respective T you have to form min terms. Yes, who will explain it? Roll number 37. Shweta, explain this. चुकलं तरी चालतंय. चुकलं तर मी परत सांगेन. How we can obtain PDNF for P or Q. Whatever you have understood, you have to explain it. Shweta, are you there? Their original form. That is, Hello. Due to network problem, I got disconnected. But now, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So again, for this P or Q, we have taken this second T for combination of truth values TF. So then,
Ma'am, screen is not.
please, okay, I will share it. So again, third T they have written for combination of truth values F and T. So that is negation P and Q. So now we have to connect all these minterms by disjunction, that is by OR operation. So this is required PDNF for this given formula P or Q. So likewise we can form PDNF for this last one also, negation of P and Q. So just look at this column where we have written T. So T is written thrice. First T is written for combination of truth values TF. So first minterm we can define as P and negation Q. Second minterm is for FT. So again negation P and Q. And third T, for this T combination of truth values is FF. So again minterm is negation P and negation Q. So again finally we have to combine all these minterms by disjunction operation, that is by OR operation. So in this way we can obtain PDNF from truth table. So if there are three variables like P, Q, R, then we can write possible minterms like 2 raised to 3, that is equals to 8. So 8 minterms will be there and those minterms are defined here. First one is P and Q and R. Second one P and Q and negation R. Third one P and negation Q and R. Next one P and negation Q and negation R. Then negation P and Q and R. negation P and Q and negation R, negation P and negation Q and R, and last one negation P, negation Q and negation R. So in this way we can obtain the number of minterms and maxterms. So formula for obtaining minterms and maxterm is 2 raised to n. So n is number of variables. If you have two variables, then there will be 4 minterms or 4 maxterms. If we have 3 variables, then you will get 8 minterms or 8 maxterms. So based on this also they have asked MCQs. That's why we have written as 2 raised to n minterms for n variables. Now some examples are given. Obtain the PDNF of negation P or Q, and second one P and Q or negation P and Q and R or Q and R. So first of all we will consider first example as negation P or Q. So here we have to obtain PDNF, but here we have to obtain PDNF without help of truth table. So first of all, we will see which one is missing variable for these two terms. So if we consider first term, that is negation P, here for this P, Q is missing. So that term we have to add by explicitly negation P and Q or negation Q. So here we have added missing term Q for first variable P. Or for this variable Q, P is missing, so we have to add it as Q and P or negation P. Then we can apply here distributive law as negation P and Q, this is one term, or negation P and negation Q, this is second term, or Q and P, this is third term, or Q and negation P, this is last term. So again check here whether there is any repetition of term. Is negation P and Q, this term is repeated. So we have to consider it once. So negation P and Q, or negation P and negation Q, or P and Q. Now check here whether we got correct form, that is sum of product form. Yes, sum is outside the bracket, product is inside the bracket, and each and every bracket is containing required variables. So here this formula is containing two variables P and Q. So your each and every bracket must contain variables P and Q, and that condition is fulfilled here. That's why this is correct PDNF form. What is the difference between DNF and PDNF? At the time of lecture, I told you how to check whether given formula is PDNF or DNF. So in the case of DNF, we are not thinking about whether all the brackets are containing all variables or no. But in case of PDNF, it is mandatory that your each and every bracket must contain all the required variables. Those are mentioned in question. जेवढे काही तुमचे व्हेरिएबल्स असतील क्वेश्चन मध्ये तेवढे सगळे व्हेरिएबल्स तुमच्या प्रत्येक ब्रॅकेट मध्ये पाहिजे. सो ह्या एक्झाम्पल मध्ये किती व्हेरिएबल्स आहेत? दोन व्हेरिएबल्स आहेत पी अँड क्यू. सो अगेन each and every bracket of your final answer must contain both the variables p and q. Then only we can say that whatever answer we got, that is correct. Next question is given P and Q, or negation P and negation R, or Q and R. So again, for each and every bracket we have to think about which variable is missing. So if you observe this first bracket P and Q, So for this bracket, R is missing. For this second bracket, Q is missing, and for last bracket, P is missing. So we have to add those missing terms explicitly. So first of all, we will consider first bracket as P and Q. So how we can add those missing terms? And R or negation R. Or second term is negation P and Q. So for this we have to add Q. So that term is added here and Q or negation Q. And for last one, P is missing. So Q and R and P or negation P. So again, we can apply here distributive law as P and Q and R. This is one bracket, or P and Q and negation R. This is another bracket, or negation P and Q and R, or negation P and negation Q and R. And for next one, P and Q and R, that term is already we have taken. And next one, or negation P and Q and R. So again that term is taken. So two terms are repeated. So only we will get final four terms as a answer. So again check here whether every bracket is containing all the variables, that is PQR, S, and or is there outside the bracket and is there inside the bracket. So we can say that this is correct form of PDNF. So likewise, we can solve the examples. We can get PDNF without truth table. So here we have saw both the methods. First, we can obtain PDNF by truth table method, and second, without truth table by solving that example by adding the missing terms. Have you understood this PDNF? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will see the next point, and that is PCNF. So next one is PCNF, Principal Conjunctive Normal Form. What is this PCNF? Definition is given as for a given formula and equivalent formula which is consisting of conjunction of max terms only. So you have to keep in mind min terms are associated with PDNF and max terms are associated with PCNF. So conjunction of max term is called as principal conjunctive normal form, and this form is also called as product of some canonical form. So PCNF means what? This is a conjunction of max term. So first of all, we will solve some examples by using truth table. Then we will see how to obtain PCNF without truth table. And then in the last one, in the last case, we will see how to obtain PCNF and PDNF for same formula at a time. So first of all, we are going to obtain PCNF and PDNF by using this truth table. So in this question, column A is given. So this is our final column, and from this we have to obtain PCNF and PDNF. So already we know that for PDNF we have to check for T's, where we have written T in the last column. So if you consider this last column, T's are written over here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 T's are there. This what 4 midterms will be there. Again, it is consist of 4 F. This what it will gives us 4 max terms. So first of all, we are going to write PDNF form, that is sum of product form. For that, we have to observe T's. So first T is written here, and for that T, combination of PQR is TFT. So again, if that value is T, we have to consider that variable in original form. Otherwise, we have to take its negation. So P and negation Q and R. This is our first minterm. Now check. Second T is written here, and for this T, combination of PQR is FTT. So again, for this F, we have to take negation of P. So negation P and Q and R. This is our second minterm. Now check here, third one. Third T is written here, and for this T, the combination of truth values FTF. So again, for this F, we have to take negation of P and Q and negation of R. And lastly, for this T, combination of truth values for PQR, it is FFF. So we have to take negation of P and negation Q and R. So here we got 4 minterms, and now we have to connect all these minterms by disjunction operation. So this is our required PDNF form. Check. Every bracket is containing all the 3 variables PQR, and product is there inside the bracket, sum is there outside the bracket. So likewise, we can obtain PCNF for the same formula. So how we can obtain PCNF? For that purpose, we have to observe where we have written F in the last column. So check here, 1, 2, 3, 4. At 4 places we have written F, and for each and every F we have to observe what are the values of P, Q, R. So for this first F, values of P, Q, R, T, T, T. So again we have to consider exactly opposite consideration for this PDNF. If value of that variable P is T, then we have to take negation. If value of that variable is F, then we have to consider that variable in original form. Now check here, for this first F, values of PQR are all are 2. That is true, that is T. So for this we can write the max term as negation P or negation Q or negation R. आपण negation का घेतला? Because value is T. T असेल तर negation घ्यायचं आहे, otherwise in original form. So this is exactly opposite to PDNF. Now check here, second T is written here, and second F is written here, and for this F, the truth value combination is TTF. So again, we have to take negation of P and Q. So negation P or negation Q or R. So this is our second max term that is written over here. And for next F, values of PQR, TFF. So negation P or Q or R. This is our third max term. And last one is, for this F, truth value combination is FFT. So again, P or Q or negation R. So that is our last max term. That is written here, P or Q or negation R. And now all these max terms we have to connect by disjunction operation. Conjunction operation. That is product of sum. So check here, sum is there inside the bracket, product is there outside the bracket, and each and every bracket is containing all the 3 variables P, Q, R. That's why whatever form we got, that is correct form of PDNF and PCNF. So again, there is one method. How to obtain PDNF and PCNF for the same formula. So that we will see first, and then we will solve remaining examples. So if PDNF or PCNF of a given formula, it is a containing n variables, is known as PDNF or PCNF of negation A, will consist of disjunction of remaining minterms or maxterms. म्हणजे काय, सपोज जर तुमच्याकडे पीडीएनएफ असेल आणि त्या पीडीएनएफ मधून तुम्हाला पीसीएनएफ काढायचं असेल तर काय करायचंय, पहिला त्या पीडीएनएफ मध्ये ऑब्झर्व करायचं की कुठले टर्म्स आहेत. सपोज तुमच्याकडे 3 व्हेरिएबल्स असतील त्या फॉर्म्युलामध्ये, तर टोटल तुमचे मिनटर्म्स किंवा मॅक्स टर्म्स किती येणार आहेत, 8 येणार आहेत. सो आउट ऑफ 8, इफ युअर पीडीएनएफ इज कन्सिस्ट ऑफ 4 minterms, then remaining 4 will be used for PCNF. Then we have to consider remaining 4 terms and then we have to take its negation. Then you will get respective PCNF. So that from that PCNF we have to obtain PDNF. Okay. So check here. Question is given as negation P conditional R and Q biconditional R. So first we can remove this conditional as negation of negation P or R. So that is equivalent to P or R and Q biconditional P. So again for this Q conditional P and P conditional Q. So again we can remove that conditional and we can write the formula as negation Q or P and negation P or Q. So check here. In the next term, we have to add missing terms for each and every bracket. So if you consider this first bracket P or R, so for this bracket Q is missing, so we have to add it P or R or Q and negation Q. So first of all we are going to obtain PCNF. That's why we have taken here or Q and negation Q. And for this second bracket R is missing, so that is added here as negation Q or P or R and negation R. And for this third term R is missing, so again that is added as and negation P or Q or R and negation R. So in the next step we have to apply distributive law as P or Q or R. This is our first term, and P or negation Q or R and P or negation Q or R and P or negation Q or negation R and negation P or Q or R and negation P or Q or negation R. So here just we have applied distributive law. Now check whether there is any repetition of terms. Yes, second and third term is repeated, so we can consider that term once. So total number of terms we got here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 terms we got here, and this is our required PCNF, that is product of sum form. Check here, product is there outside the bracket, sum is there inside the bracket, and each and every bracket is containing all 3 variables P, Q, R. That's why whatever answer we got, that is correct. Now from this we have to obtain PDNF also. PCNF आपल्याला आता मिळाले, त्याच्यावरून जर PDNF काढायचं असेल तर प्रोसिजर काय, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर व्हाट आर दी टर्म्स दोज आर नॉट हियर इन PCNF. PCNF मध्ये 5 टर्म्स आहेत. तुमच्या फॉर्म्युला मध्ये व्हेरिएबल्स किती आहेत, 3 व्हेरिएबल्स आर देयर. दॅट्स व्हाय 2 raised to 3, that is total 8 minterms or max terms will be there. Out of those, 5 are here, just 3 are remaining. So first of all, we have to think about what are those missing 3 minterms. So those minterms or maxterms. So here we have considered maxterms. Those maxterms are written here. Now in the next step, we have to take its negation. So negation should be applied to hold this bracket, to hold 3 terms. So here we have applied that negation. So again apply this negation inside the bracket, negation of P and negation Q and R, or negation of negation P. This what it is P and Q and negation R, or P and Q and R. Now check here whether this one is PDNF, that is sum of product form. Yes, sum is there outside the bracket, product is there inside the bracket, and each and every term is consist of all 3 variables P, Q, R. So this is our required PDNF. So from this, from single example, we got both PCNF and PDNF. So this is the procedure to obtain PCNF and PDNF for same formula. Have you understood this procedure? Yes. Have you understood this procedure? Okay. Okay. So here question is given as find the PDNF of P conditional Q. So you have to write here required PDNF. Take time of 10 minutes, and first of all obtain PDNF and then try to obtain PCNF for same formula. And this time I want answer from you. First try to obtain PDNF using truth table, and then you can obtain it without truth table. Then we can think about PCNF. आधी ट्रूथ टेबल मेथड सॉल्व करा. काय ते आन्सर सांगा मला. Hello, have you got answer for this PDNF?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your answer?
P and Q or
Or
negation P and Q or negation P and negation Q.
yes, that is correct answer because for this P conditional Q, we will get values as T, F, T, T. So again, in the last column, we got three T's, and for those three T's, we have to observe what are the values of P and Q. So if you consider those P's, you will get final answer as P and Q or negation P and Q or negation P and negation Q. Correct. So can we obtain PCNF for this same example? Now write PCNF for this same example. For PCNF, which value we have to consider? Either T or F.
F.
F. And for that F, what are the truth value combination? Yes. Now for that F, what is the PCNF form?
Negation P
It
or
is
Q.
negation P or Q. Because out of these four terms, we have considered three terms for PDNF. So just one term is remaining, and that term is negation P or Q. So that is PCNF form. Likewise, we can consider PCNF and PDNF for same example. Okay. So again, some examples are there. Those examples we will see next lecture. But hereafter, I want response from your side also. फक्त ऐकत बसून काहीही होत नाही. तुम्ही जर स्वतः सॉल्व्ह केलं तुम्हाला समजलं असेलच लेक्चरच्या तेव्हा. पण जर तुम्ही प्रॅक्टिस नाही केलं तर हे विसरणार आहे. So, जेव्हा मी तुम्हाला एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह करायला देते तेव्हा तुम्ही ते स्वतः सॉल्व्ह करून बघा. त्याच्याशिवाय काहीही समजणार नाही. आणि आपण आता एमसीक्यू टेस्ट टेस्ट म्हणता येत नाही. एमसीक्यू मी तुम्हाला देणार आहे त्याचे आन्सर तुम्ही सांगायचे म्हणून. जर मला त्याच्याकडून चांगला तुमच्याकडून रिस्पॉन्स मिळाला तरच मी ती कंटिन्यू करणार आहे. नाहीतर मी तर कशाला एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट्स घेऊ जर तुमच्याकडून रिस्पॉन्सच मिळत नसेल तर. बघा आता तुम्ही ठरवा काय करायचंय तुम्हाला ते. Okay, so for today we are going to stop here. Just give me present. Roll number 1,
Yes, ma'am.
2, roll number 2, 3,
Yes, ma'am.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Present, ma'am.
10,
Present, ma'am.
11,
Present, ma'am.
12,
Present, ma'am.
13, 14,
Yes, ma'am.
15, 16, 17, 18,
Yes, ma'am.
19, 20,
Present, ma'am.
21, 22,
Present, ma'am.
23, 24,
Yes, ma'am.
25,
Yes, ma'am.
26,
Yes, ma'am.
27,
Present, ma'am.
28,
Present, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
30,
Present, ma'am.
31, 32,
Present, ma'am.
33, 34, 35,
Present, ma'am.
36, 37, 38,
Present, ma'am.
39,
Yes, ma'am.
40,
Present, ma'am.
41, 42,
Yes, ma'am.
43,
Present, ma'am.
44, 45, 46,
Yes, ma'am.
47, 48, 49, 50,
Present, ma'am.
51,
Present, ma'am.
52, 53, 54, present, 55, 56, 57,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
58,
ma'am.
59, 60, okay, 61, present, 62, 63,
Present, ma'am.
64, present, 65, 66, 67, present, 68,
Yes, ma'am.
69, like four absent numbers. Roll number 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13,
Ma'am,
15,
7 present.
7,
Ma'am, 8 present.
8. Okay. Thirteen, 15, 16, 19, 21, 23, 31,
Ma'am,
33.
23 is present.
Okay.
Ma'am, 21 present.
21. Hmm. 31, 33, 34, 36, 41, 44, 45, 34, 41, 44, 45, 47, 48, 49, 52, 55, 56, 59, 62, 65, and 69. So these many students are absent today. Day by day, your absent is increasing. So let's look into this and be present. Any another correction? If no, then we will wind up today.